Father Phil Carlson, 2023 Scottsdale History Hall of Fame. Father Phil Carlson attributes his life of community service to lessons learned in his youth from his parents, church, Swedish heritage, and years in the Boy Scouts. A native of Moline, Illinois, Phil graduated from Illinois Wesleyan University and Garrett Theological Seminary and served as a Methodist minister in Peoria, Illinois. He became president and CEO of the Peoria Chamber of Commerce and was recruited to committees and the board of the American Chambers of Commerce Association for his expertise. In 1989, Phil accepted the position of president and CEO of the Scottsdale Chamber of Commerce. He and Bonnie quickly adopted Scottsdale as their forever home. During his 13 years as head of the Scottsdale Chamber, which then included the community's private sector economic development and convention tourism programs, Phil provided stable leadership during times of significant change in Scottsdale. Among the issues he helped facilitate discussions and actions among businesses and the tourism industry were voter passage of a Martin Luther King Jr. holiday, funding the McDowell-Sonoran Preserve with a modest sales tax increase, and temporary disruptions to businesses along the Pima Freeway construction route through Scottsdale. The Scottsdale Chamber Foundation was established through his guiding hand, funding a house for a Scottsdale police officer and other projects. Phil encouraged the inauguration of the Scottsdale History Hall of Fame in 1994 and led the community in celebrating the Chamber's 50th anniversary in 1997. Perhaps his most unsung role at the helm of the Scottsdale Chamber was his vision and actions to help the business community and Chamber staff be early adopters of new technologies in the 1990s. Phil ensured the Chamber took the lead in teaching its members, both small and large businesses, on how to use the World Wide Web, email, e-commerce, and teleconferencing to their best advantage. Phil's community service is extensive. He's been president of Scottsdale Rotary, board chair of the Arizona Artists School, and board member of the Arizona Humanities Council, Scottsdale Culinary Institute, Links Leadership Council, and Scottsdale Paradise Valley YMCA. He is a grande member of the Scottsdale Charros. In 2002, Phil returned to his religious calling and was ordained as an Episcopal priest, serving at St. Barnabas on the desert. Countless area residents turned to Father Phil for spiritual guidance throughout all stages of life, from baptisms to memorial services. His goal was to encourage a kinder, gentler, more inclusive presence of religion in the local marketplace and public square. One can't talk about Phil Carlson without mentioning his love of cooking, especially Swedish cuisine, and his affinity for wearing bow ties. His collection of neckwear is legendary. In retirement, Phil and Bonnie enjoy visits with son Brian and his wife Kimberly, as well as daughter Barbara, her husband Ray, and their adult grandchildren Veronica and Michael. Thanks to Phil, Scottsdale is a great place to work, visit, live, learn, and worship.